I just realized I was thinking about how to describe what I feel like without Adderall versus how I feel with Adderall, and I've been wanting to take video of that sort of thing. So, first I'll say what I thought in my head, word for word almost. So the first thing is that when I'm on Adderall, I think, I'm happy. Why am I happy? I don't know, I just like existing. And then when I'm not on Adderall, my thoughts more like, I don't really have anything to do. Do I have any goals in life? Oh yeah, I do. I want to make a homestead. What could I do toward that? Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah. Let's go do something for that. And then I think, I don't really have energy for that. What movie can I watch? It's so simple. And then either I push myself to do the thing so that because it's too depressing to not have like a purpose. Or, you know, stuff like that. So I've also described this to people in person, this next thing. But I'll say it on video now. And hopefully I haven't already said it and just forgot. When I first got on Adderall, I could compare the change to like Inside Out. So without Adderall, it was like I had myself inside my brain, and then like 3 people talking over here, and then 2 to 4 people making a band over here with like the ching 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 and the drums and the guitar, and maybe like, yeah, some singing. And honestly, sometimes a little bit of woodwinds in the background. I don't think there were any people making those. And then there'd be like 3 people at the console, one of them being me. And I'm not even sure what the people at the other 2 people at the console are doing. And I keep getting distracted by these people on the side who are talking, and they're always talking about like really interesting topics. Which to me is like political science and like psychology and just trying to figure out the underlying principles of everything in the world. And so it's like, Nyler, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. And I really, really want us to go listen to them and like get into the discussion and remember these things, take some notes, and then maybe even go and do some research and some brainstorming and be like, okay, what's every possible way I could take every single opportunity to teach my children the most important thing to me, this blank. And then I get sidetracked from the console, and I'm not paying attention to what on earth is going over there. And then around the room, there's no walls. Well, you see, it looks like you're in the middle of a dumpster. But instead of trash, all that stuff is stuff that I wanted to remember, that I wanted to keep with me. But we don't have a filing system for it. So we just set it on the side there and call it saved. So that's how it is in non-Adderall AuDHD land. For me, anyways. And for some reason I feel like saying an ENFP 7 ring 6 SOXS or SX. There we go. Which I think Myers-Briggs personality typing stuff is like calling someone red or orange when they might be blood orange or tangerine, or like there's just so many mixes. Like you could see like a mauve looking orange. Like there's so many stinking colors. Or you can have like a really pale one or like an earthy one. Anyway, it's better to think of people on a spectrum of colors instead of like one personality type. But anyways, then when I'm on Adderall, which I am at this moment, and it took effect faster, I think, than usual. Or maybe I just lost track of time. But like, when I first got on it, and that the dosage was like real big to my body, and it's like not as big now. It's still a little big, so I'm not sure I should increase it, but it's not quite like it was at the beginning. But it was like suddenly my inside out room was a cubicle. It's gray. It's like really boring looking cubicle. But there's a desk, and there's a computer, and there's some filing cabinet thing. Well, not cabinet. I mean, there's a filing cabinet behind me, but there's one of those things that you put papers in to sort later, and there's only like 3 papers. There's like 2 in one of the shelves, none in this one, and then there's like 1 in this one, and that's stuff I need to file that I haven't filed yet. And then like behind me, if I turn around on my swivel chair, is a counter, and there's a printer, and then there's a filing cabinet. It's only got like 2 drawers, but everything's perfectly organized in there. And you'd think it's like super duper boring in this cubicle, this gray cubicle where everything's organized. But there's this really, really, really fun new video game on the computer called Life. And you just want to keep playing it forever. It's really awesome. And suddenly, you're actually doing the homesteading tasks. And you're trellising grapes and planting whatever plant it was that my brother found the leaves of in the backyard, and it was from our neighbor's tree, and I don't remember what kind of tree it was. I just remember it wasn't Chinese water fir like my app thought it was at first, before I got a picture of the actual tree and not just the leaves. By the way, like, I planted that thing in 8 different ways. You know, actually, wasn't that last night when I didn't have Adderall? No, it was yesterday night when I didn't have Adderall on my system. And that was at like 1 a.m. So, yeah. But anyways, suddenly you're actually doing stuff, and you're enjoying life, and you're just happy. And you can remember names better. Do you know how many names I've memorized within like the first meeting and not having to ask them ever again? It's like Ferguson, Jackson, spelled in a specific way. At least I think it was Jackson. That was several weeks ago. So I haven't seen the person since. So so many stinking names, and I remember. There's a weird name I didn't memorize properly the other day. It's like Trailer or something like that. That would have been easier to remember than what his actual name was. But so yeah. I have been told that, like, on YouTube videos you shouldn't repeat yourself a bunch. But I've also been told that you're supposed to, like, tell people what you're about to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. Which, I don't know. It's passed around the echo chambers enough. So I guess I'll say, basically, without Adderall, everything's a mess. It's really hard to be on task. And, I'm not always, like, super happy. Like, I don't know exactly how to describe that part. I'm still trying to figure that out. But when I'm on Adderall, I'm suddenly like, I'm happy. It's nice to exist. Like, I mean, that's exactly the words that come to my head. It's crazy. So I'm like, was I depressed? And why is the Adderall helping me more with depression than it is with ADHD? Like, it is helping with ADHD, but it's almost like it makes it a different form of ADHD. Like, it goes from ADD with some H when I have the energy and always constantly tapping my foot or something, to, like, the more hyper kind of ADHD, but, like, more functional. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, that's my experience with Adderall as an AuDHD woman of European and especially Irish ancestry. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to say. Look really cute with these glasses, though. Okay, goodbye. Love you.